Hello, conscious co-creators, and welcome to your daily double readings for the week ahead. These are the decks that we're going to be using to get 2-card combos for you to choose from for the next 5 days. You will find all of the timestamps for each of the daily double readings, Monday through Friday, in the description below. And I have to say, this is a very interesting kind of linear line through the week that Spirit has kind of put in order and lined up for us this week. So feel free to watch them day by day if you like, or if you feel called to watch for the whole week, that's fine too. I hope that this serves you, and I'll see you in your daily double readings. Welcome to your daily double reading. Today we will be using the Pure Magic Oracle along with the Star Seeker Mini to get 2-card combos for you to choose from for your message. So this combination is a bit enchanting. We're working with, of course, the Crow energy today. So you can tune on into your intuition, take a moment, and see if you're getting a vibe. Card combo 1 or 2. So it's a this or that ask. There we go, 1 and 2. See what your intuition is guiding you to today. And I'm gonna add the tarot for you here now. Ooh, and I feel this top one. Okay, let me set these. There you go, card combo number 1 or card combo number 2. Once you've made your selection, head down to the description next to the Monday timestamps and click on the timestamp connected to the daily double or the combo that you have chosen, and I will see you in your reading. Hello, Group 1, and welcome to your daily double reading today. If you're listening to this, you have chosen the first card combo here for your message. Let's take a look at the Pure Magic card that you have pulled for you today. Voodoo Roots. Oh my gosh, this looks freeing. Respect, survival, liberation, and freedom. Yeah, freeing for sure. Okay, this is card number 24. I'm just listening for a second. There's like quite a bit going on with the energy of this card for you today to kick off the week too. It feels like there has to be some sort of reconnection to the earth with this today, which can happen in many different ways, of course, Group 1. But this feels like, of course, going back to your roots, going back to what sustains you is how a Spirit is saying it, what helps you to survive. They have the word survival here, but it doesn't feel like the heavy kind of energy that we're going after. This is a reminder to like go into the sun or find the sun, find the joy, find the freedom, find the release. That actually is what sustains you, right? So it's like returning to your core, grounding yourself in your experience or your body, let's just say, having respect for that, and then tuning in. This is a pretty deep message. Tuning into what experience, vibration, frequency, is actually sustaining you right now. And I think it feels like deliberately choosing that is what they're talking about here. So it's like these figures were not just tossed out into the sun, and they're not just like being told, you have to play, you have to soak up the sun, you have to this, that, or the other thing. They've chosen to come out to take a moment to reconnect to what really drives us here on the physical plane, which is the divine call for love and enjoyment and happiness, etc. So there's this feeling of going back to the rooted energy that lights you up today and finding that wherever it is, that means something to you. So this will be different for everyone. I'm wondering if group one, you've been maybe feeling a bit ungrounded or disconnected, and that's why you're getting this kind of card. Also the 24/6 energy is like balance. A 2 and a 4, this is like you may have been feeling disconnected from others. Maybe your couplings have not felt so stable, something to that effect. And so today the guidance for you is like, it's almost like a deep feeling, like returning to your true roots and your true reason for being. You may want to do something that is connected to your true passion. Let's see the coupling card and see what more information we can get from this. Yeah, 6 of Cups, interesting. And look at the coupling here that's being presented in the depiction of this. They're kind of like holding hands, moving through a field of beautiful flowers. The 6 and another 6. Okay, this is interesting. The 6 of Cups is a nostalgia type of card. It does bring us back to something in the past usually. Some reflection energy comes from the 6 of Cups usually. You can see they have their backs turned to us. This may be you just simply reflecting on what you have been through with someone or in a certain partnership. Looking for the good, looking for the light in it, remembering why you're, coupled up with this person, exchanging energy with this person, why you've chosen to be in their lives, why maybe spirit has brought you together, this kind of thing. It feels like a remembering or a reflection connected to regrounding yourself in the thing that really is helping you to survive, or for instance, helping the relationship survive, if we're talking about a coupling or a partnership of some sort. The 6 of Cups is nice because you look back on the past in order to bring something into the future. Like you can see, we only have 5 cups here because she's taken the cup that she wants to take. Whatever is filling her cup from the past, she's taken it and she's taking it with her, into the future. And she's got suns on her dress. Like this just feels like maybe it's been difficult. You might have felt heavy. And here they're telling you, you can free yourself, liberation and freedom, if you can respect and honor what it is that you have been through and tap back into, perhaps it's like your why. Some people say it like that, why, the whole reason, yes, for being or being together with someone or choosing to exchange energy with them. But it feels good. It's like a rejuvenation that's going to come from actually taking the time to do this. As I said, this may bring up some emotions for you. It's a bit of a deep energy, but if you can take a moment to do that today or in the coming days, I think that it's going to like recenter and realign you and perhaps bring you to the relationship or bring you back into your experience with a different perspective. You're actively choosing what you're going to take with you that is going to fill your heart and make you feel more free or more liberated or more loved or more joy. So I hope that this serves you for the day, group number 1. If you enjoyed this reading and you don't want to miss my future readings, please like this video. Make sure you're sharing it with your friends and others who may want to pick their guidance for the day and enjoy daily doubles as well. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to the channel and leave me a comment down below if this is resonating with you. I'll see you in the next daily double. Hello, group 2, and welcome to your daily double reading. If you're listening to this, you have chosen the second card combination here for your message. So we're going to take a look at the Pure Magic Oracle here to see what kind of guidance you're being provided. 6, all about 6s today. The group 1, 6s as well. Interesting. Hecate's Path, Cycle of Life, Night Magic, Crossroads, Letting Go. This is obviously indicating that you're at a decisions point. Maybe you have multiple decisions to make, but my tongue is slipping there. And it's connected to not only trusting your intuition and being able to release something in order to be able to welcome something else in, right? Which is natural when you're releasing something or shifting over, there's going to be something else coming in. Like endings and beginnings happen at the same time, even though our brains try to like compartmentalize, this is ending and this is beginning. Usually it's simultaneous energy that's happening, kind of all transforming and transmuting all at the same time. Like you're slowly processing, letting go of something. Even if you're making a decision, like you still may be processing that release. And then you're also at the same time starting something new, welcoming in new energy, making space for new energy. So this feels like there's a real beautiful connection and balance to the vibe today and to the message. I'm going to refer to the book here just quickly because I want to see if this will give us more insight, and Spirit's saying that it will, so let's listen to Spirit, right? Ooh, I skipped it. There it is. Queen of the Witches, matron of midwives, herbalists, and psychopomp, Hecate maintains office hours only at night. Formal petitions and invitations must be offered after dark. A particularly ancient spirit, the only source of illumination she favors is fire. Goddess of the moon, spirits, Hecate's powers govern over heaven, earth, and sea, and she embodies the forms of maiden, mother, and crone. She can grant you enhanced psychic powers, fertility, romance, protection, and all forms of magic from the old kingdoms to the new. The Queen of the Night reminds us of our capability of both being good and evil, and teaches us the importance of change, aiding us to release the past and step into new lands and experiences. This is about, so she's aiding you here. That's basically what they're saying. I guess they wanted us to know, or wanted you to know, what her purpose is. She's like a transitional witch or an energy. This is a kind of witchy-based deck, but you can just ask for whoever is helping you to better understand what is right for you, to help you make a decision. If you're at a crossroads, what is best for you, what you're holding on to. A transition guide is what I would say. Maybe it is Hecate, or Hecate's energy is what you're feeling called to or connected to, but doesn't have to be her. She's a transition. She's like helping you to bridge, right, the gap. So part of your spirit team will be coming through to help you with this energy, to realize a different perspective on it, to release what you need to release, and to really be intuitive around it. Let's see what we have here. Wow, the Three of Swords. So this is releasing, look at this. It even looks like there's this vortex here that these swords are about to go into, the tears. Look at all the tears. I mean, the Three of Swords is one of the hardest cards in the tarot. In my opinion. It's a very painful card that deals with past hurt, trauma, failures, mistakes, disappointments, all the stuff that like is so hard and difficult for us to experience on the physical plane. That's what the Three of Swords kind of represents. And the beauty of this card is it's connected to a creative way to explore the future while understanding that you have experienced pain or hurt. But transitioning it, right? Letting certain parts of it go in order for you to see it in a different way that can aid you in the future. So I'm feeling like she's look at this vortex is just so prominent right now in this card for me here. They just are, centering all of my attention there and all my focus. I think that this is a day and a time where you may be a bit emotional. This may be an emotional day. And if that's the case and you're kind of bringing up past hurts, past pains, get the connection and the loop that's going to help you understand better that there are things that you probably need to release that have to do with your past experience that probably were really difficult or hard, or that you may need to be honest with yourself about what you're carrying around that's really still hurting you today, because that's what this is about. It's about bringing up the past and allowing it to control or influence your present, and in a negative way, essentially. Like it's keeping you down and it's holding you back, when this is about learning to trust your intuition at a crossroads. And when you reach one of those intuitively, to allow yourself to transition the way you're thinking about something from the past so it serves you now, or release it in a way that really works for you. So this feels like it could be a very emotional day for you, group number 2. But as I said, make sure that you're calling in like a transition guide or a transformation guide to help guide you and make you feel safe to let go. It's like now it's time to, it might be a little uncomfortable because sometimes pain and hurt is comfortable because you know it, right? But this combination is saying it's time to transition out of that into something that's much more peaceful, maybe joyful, hopeful. They're saying hopeful. So I hope that this serves you. I hope you will allow this for yourself, or at the very least to get more information for yourself as you're listening and, you know, connecting and channeling for yourself on this topic. If you enjoyed this reading and you don't want to miss any of my future readings, you know what to do. I would appreciate it if you would give this video a like, share it with others if you feel like you know somebody who would like to choose their doubles every day, Monday through Friday. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel and leave me a comment down below if this is resonating with you today, and I will see you in the next Daily Double. Welcome to your Daily Double reading. Today we will be using the Messages from Your Angel Oracle Cards Mini along with the Shadowscapes Tarot Mini to get you 2 card combos to choose from for your message. So you can tune into your intuition. We're calling in the angels here. So this is a supportive pull. I feel that the way the week has started off, I was kind of not entirely expecting that energy, but I think we need some support here, and that's probably why they lined up the cards in my little lineup the way that they have, you know. Spirit, I kind of just do what they are guiding me to do and the way that the cards are, you know, coupled up and lined up. And so today it seems like we really do and could use some angelic support here. So tune into your intuition. You can ask which of these 2 card combos or these angels are here to support me, give me the message that I need to hear today. Whoa. Okay. That? Any of these? No. This? This? Okay. Oof, that was an interesting shuffle. Okay, let me set these. All right, card combo number 1 or card combo number 2. Once you've made your selection, head down to the description under the Tuesday pull and click on the timestamp next to the card combo that you've chosen, and I'll see you in your Daily Double reading. Hello, Group 1, and welcome to your Daily Double today. If you're listening to this, you've chosen the 2nd card combo here for your angel message. So let's see what angel you're working with first today. Akasha. Ooh, oh my goodness. Okay. You are a spiritual teacher. You have the ability to counsel others and help them awaken their spiritual gifts and divine life mission. So of course, this is connected to the Akashic records, right? The record of your life, the record keeping of our lives. And this is just a hint. That's what Spirit's saying. This is a hint here for you, group number 1. If you've started off the week and there's been some heavy energy, you're going through something that's difficult, if you're already in a position or like an occupation where you are counseling others, helping others, and it doesn't need to be like in the avenue that your brain might want to shove it into, like a therapist, you know what I mean, a counselor, a social worker, those kind of specific what your brain would go to first to identify what counseling others looks like. It could be that you're the person at your job who is really good at training people, or you're the person who people come to when they have a personal issue, right? When they're feeling low, or you're the listening ear in your family, or, you know, you're in your friend group, you're the one who always kind of helps people see both sides of the story and both, you know, to kind of create the peace or keep the peace or something, or help people be understood. It doesn't need to be that this is connected to your occupation, is what I'm saying. This is a reminder from Akasha. So she's here to kind of help you understand that you have the connection to spirit. We all do, of course, but you're using it in order to be able to take the wisdom that you have, and perhaps, you know, it's divine wisdom, but I also feel for you, group number one, that it has to do with your life experience as well. So you're pulling from the divine channel and then your life experience at the same time to help others. It may just be that you know the right sentence to say in, you know, to diffuse a situation, or it doesn't need to, there's no weight is what they want me to say. There's no weight that they want to put on your shoulders. If you're like, wait a minute, my opinion matters and like what I say, like they don't want you to have anxiety around this. They just want you to be aware and to kind of own and honor the fact that your light, when you provide it for others freely, or when you understand that it's okay, this is like separate from the ego, right? That's why they're saying no pressure. This is not something where you have to carry this around like a backpack and then you have to insert yourself into people's stuff all the time because you're the one who knows and you're the, you know, it's not, you're the spiritual teacher, you're the guru. That's like one of my pet peeves, that word, guru. It's like about humbly walking the earth, understanding that you have a connection and understand a divine connection, and understanding that when you are called to serve, it's service, you can show up in that space because you're called to. Like, it's part of who you are and what you're doing here. And I think we all have a bit of that in us, right? Like, everybody serves in a different way. And when you trust what you're being called to do and trust what you're being called to say, then you will intuitively help others. If you have confidence in your own light, sometimes just showing up, you don't have to say a word. It helps other people shine. See, helps them awaken their spiritual gifts and divine life mission. So it's like your influence. So they need you to know this today for some reason. I want to see what's connected, to see if we can get some more information, perhaps about why this is the message and the angel that's coming to support you in this. The Hermit. Oh, very interesting. Talk about divine light. You can see the Hermit energy has the lantern by themselves on the top of this structure, etc. The Hermit is exactly what it sounds like, right? Like, it's a solitude card. So this to me is like permission granted to kind of come out of your shell, maybe be more present with others, allow yourself to shine your own light, because immediately when we pulled the Hermit, it feels to me like you've been getting a better understanding of who you are, because that's what the Hermit really does. They move away from what other people are saying, what other people are talking about, and the opinions of others and the influence of society. They go within themselves. They go to a cave, right, with their lantern to hear the voice within, to hear that connection, to feel that connection, to be reacquainted, is how Spirit's saying it, reacquainted with that connection. And then they are able to come out of the cave, sharing their light in a different way, with a different perspective. Okay, more connected, more grounded, more connected, and understanding. So if you have to make some decisions, you may have had to, or you were processing something, you may have had to go within. Maybe you've been in a solitary energy. And I think Akasha is just kind of, again, no pressure. They keep saying that, no pressure. This isn't to put pressure on you. It's just a conscious awareness that it's okay to come out of the cave now, or it's okay to be present in your light. It's only going to help serve other people. So don't be afraid to do that if you've been hunkering down and processing, and maybe new parts of yourself have been coming to light and you're learning how to trust them, etc. Don't be afraid to just be you and share that where it feels intuitively appropriate and where you feel called to serve. Wow. So I hope that this serves you for today, group number one. If you enjoyed this reading and you don't want to miss future readings, you know what to do. And I'll see you in your next Daily Double. Hello, Group 2, and welcome to your Daily Double reading today. If you're listening to this, you've chosen the second card combo here for your angel message. First, we're going to just see which angel is working on your team, who's supporting you. Opal. Your children on earth and in heaven are happy and well cared for by God and the angels. This is nice. For some of you, this will be literal, right? Like you're worrying about your children. You're worrying about their safety, whether or not they're okay, how they're doing. Maybe your child is going through something right now and you're just praying and hoping and trying to support them in the best way that they can. And if that is the case, you need to be talking directly to Opal, right? Talk to Opal. Thank Opal because she's caring for them. It's literally on heaven and earth are happy and well cared for. If you have miscarried a child or if you have a child in spirit, you can also bring in the energy of Opal because she's the one who's kind of like making sure that they are protected, right? That's what she's telling you. She's coming in to tell you here. Your children, whether they have incarnated or not yet, whether they have crossed or they're still living in a body, they're protected. There's something around like a relief. If you don't have children, this could be like if you have pets. The only other thing that's coming through, if this doesn't connect for you with like a child, a literal child of some sort, is the younger version of yourself is what this will be connected to. So for instance, if you're going through something right now, there may be a part of yourself that's connected to the little you, child you, okay, that needs the understanding that they are also protected. Like she'll come in when you're in a difficult situation that is either consciously or unconsciously bringing up things that are connected to things that have gone on in the past when you were little. Like it can be like a confidence thing. Like maybe, someone always told you things and it made you feel like you weren't confident, like to speak, let's say. Maybe you just felt like you could never get up and speak and you could never get up in front of a room and talk. It could be that you always felt like you were misunderstood or misplaced or out of place. It could be that someone always told you you'd never make money. It could be a money block, a finance block, whatever it is. It could be a self-devaluation block, which is like self-deprecating energy. It could be pretty much anything, okay? It could be to do with like your mother from when you were a kid. It's just telling us that there's some sort of protection of the child. So if it isn't your child that you have birthed, right? Or like I said, it has crossed over in spirit, like you've lost a child. If it's not connecting for you there, look into your current experience and ask yourself what part of your childlike self, so you in the past, has experienced something similar to this and maybe the same feelings, and know that she's protecting that version of you and that it's okay. Like you can process whatever you need to process. You're not a child anymore. You can heal it if you need to. You can do the work on it if you need to. Wow. Okay. A bit deep here. Let's see what we have going on to couple this energy. Ah, the world. Beautiful. This is lovely. Okay. Thank you, Opal. Okay, so I'm going to go through all the scenarios. The world is the final card of the major arcana, and generally speaking, it's about successful, fulfilled energy. So this is a big completion that is good. It's like very positive, like this has been fulfilled. It's a big marker. Whenever I'm talking about markers, we get to a certain point. That's the fulfillment energy that's connected to this world card. You've reached the marker. It has been fulfilled, okay? So if this is your child here on the physical plane, Opal is trying to tell you I'm protecting them so that this can come to a close or this can be fulfilled successfully, right? They can complete this thing. They can get through their finals. They can, make the best decisions in this relationship that they're in, whatever it is, whatever your child has experienced. They can heal. She's trying to comfort you. This is the relief energy. If you have a child in spirit, this is that they have crossed, they are at peace, they are at ease, it's completed. So they're back home, right? And they are love and light, essentially. They're telling you it's complete. right? Like they've made it, okay? And rest assured, rest assured. And then if this is to do with your pets, same thing. If they're going through something or whatever you're worrying about, okay, again, completed, fulfilled. If this is about your inner child and things are being brought up, this is an indication that you have the ability to release it now. It's like you've hit the marker and you no longer need to carry that connection to that, like it could be a trauma or again, a rooted limited belief that's been created, conditioning that you've been carrying around. It's closed and you can release it now. It's safe for you to do that. You're protected in doing that and you've hit the marker of a completion that you don't need to carry it anymore. It's concluded. And again, this is a positive energy. So it's like whatever it is that you had to get through, go through, it's completed. You've finished it. You've hit the marker. It's fulfilled. Sometimes we don't even know how we hit the marker. Like the timing, was it the timing? Was it the decision I made? Was it there's no real way to know. I mean, sometimes you know, but I would say like 85% of the time, it just something feels different. And that's the marker that's being hit. That's the conclusion of that energy. And that's what's available for you, group number 2, today. In this energy. So the realization and the consciousness around closing and completing something, fulfilling it and releasing it, knowing that it's protected, whether that's your child or you or your child self. Yes. So I hope that this serves you for today. If you enjoyed this reading and you don't want to miss future readings, you know what to do. And I will see you in the next Daily Double. Welcome to your Daily Double reading. Today we will be using the Angels of Atlantis along with the 88 Gemstones Tarot deck to get you 2 card combos to choose from for your message. As you can see, this is quite a large tarot deck. I love it, black and gold. Interesting that I'm literally just realizing this right now that we did Angels yesterday and Angels today. This is an Archangels deck. So I feel like we just need so much support to kick off this week. And I'm grateful that Spirit knows, Spirit knows, follow what Spirit says because they know best. So we're getting more Archangel support today, but we're going to do the tarot first here. Yeah, we're like working with the divine protection. So tap into your intuition, tap into that angelic realm of your spirit team, right? That is one of the groups of your spirit team that you can call in, ask for support around. And then you just want to ask which of these, couplings is the one that's meant for me, which archangel has a message for me that can serve me, I would say this week, really, because the energy, woo, this just flew out. Okay. The energy has just been, a bit. We're working through some stuff. That's what it feels like. We're all working through some stuff this week, and that's okay. That's the game of life here. So thank goodness we have our teams to help us through that. Okay, let's see what we've got here. I'll switch that. There we go. Wow, these cards, they feel specific almost. Yep. Wow, you see what I'm saying? You saw that if you saw it. They're asking for the top card. So if you saw it, you saw it. You can help make your decision if you know about it, but they want it. So I'm keeping it. We set these. Okay, card combo 1 or card combo number 2 for you today. Once you've made your selection, head down to the description under the Wednesday pull. Click on the timestamp next to the card combo that you're choosing for your Archangel message today, and I will see you in your Daily Double reading. Hello, Group 1, and welcome to your Daily Double today. If you're listening to this, you've chosen the first card combo here for your message. We're getting a message from the Archangel, so you can couple that energy with whatever you had on Monday and Tuesday's angel as well. Let's see who we have for you. Raziel and intuition. Okay. This is all about alignment and connection and listening and being able to, interpret is what they're saying. Interpret the divine wisdom. So channel, right? You can see even the picture. Look at all the chakras lined right up. That's 7, 8, connected to the universe. Raziel is they're all powerful, very powerful archangel, being of light, right? We're working with light beings today. We need this. There's some sort of connection that you have that's going to need to be opened up essentially in order to be able to receive. So yeah, you're calling on him and saying things like, let me be a channel, help me understand, give me the insight in a way that I can take it in, receive it, give me the clarity that I need, help me to understand what is the solution to this, the answer to this, show me what I can't see, you know, these kinds of things. That's what you want to be talking to him and asking him for. Also, I would just say that given the depiction of the card, if you're not doing an alignment practice, let's say, you know, you don't have to be doing it every day, but for today, maybe for the rest of the week, if you're feeling out of alignment, line your chakras up. Whatever you have to do, you can use stones, you can use oils, you can use tuning forks, you can use visualization, you can use, you know, the color caps, spinning wheels, whatever you need to do to line up your energy centers, it's important here. Because there's an intuitive pull. It's almost like, it feels like a magnet. That's what it feels like to me. So the minute you call, it's like he's waiting. So the minute you call him in or you open up your channel appropriately, you may start to receive insight and information, especially if you're asking about things lately. I want to see the coupling card for you now. 5 of Wands, look at that. It's an apple on a tree that looks like it's being highlighted. And these figures, I feel like they're fighting over it, right? Like maybe they haven't even noticed it. Interesting depiction of a 5 of Wands. Interesting. Okay, I'm just listening. Very interesting. You know what I'm saying? It's like, this is the insight. This is the piece of information or the piece of wisdom or understanding that we need. And so, okay, the reason why I'm saying they might be fighting over it is because the 5 of Wands it can be a head-butting energy. It's fiery energy that's connected to change. Okay, 5s are about change. So maybe you're going through a difficult change, a change that's really taxing you. It's been very, very frustrating, making you anxious, stressing you out. It could be that you're trying to work with other people and you're butting heads, and it feels like you're competing against each other. You could be, you know, trying to make moves in your life, but always are constantly feeling this energy of competition or trying to one-up somebody or trying to be better than somebody or, you know, judgment. That is the low expression, in my opinion, of a 5 of Wands. This competitive energy that's not healthy. Healthy competition, yes, right? But if this is an apple and we're fighting to get that apple so you can't have it, and I'm the only one who gets to be nourished, like, you know, dog eat dog kind of energy, that's the low expression of a 5 of Wands. The high expression of a 5 of Wands is a shift and a change in your spirit. It's people working together for a common goal. And again, healthy competition. So, you know, you get the apple and you share it, but you're like, that was fun. Like, it was fun to like compete against you. And like, I'm proud of myself that I did win and I feel good, but I'm not going to go so far as to deprive you of something that you know what I mean? Like, it's not that serious. You know, so this makes me feel like Raziel is trying to get you this insight, and you may be missing it because you're bogged down or angry or frustrated, or you're filled with fire, you know, in whatever transition is happening. You've just been like pushing ahead or trying to figure it out, and it can be frustrating when we're doing that. Or maybe you felt like someone's always against you and you're always having to defend yourself, and that energy. And instead, the high expression of the Five of Wands will open you right up when you realize you're just being prepared for something. In fact, you're being prepared to like shine, essentially, because that's where it wants to move. It wants to move to a victory energy. A Five of Wands wants to move to a 6, right? So the idea, the perspective is that there's something that I'm being set up for here. And this frustration will look a bit different, or this competition will look a bit different, or this judgment will feel a bit different when I realize that this is all information that I need for some other reason for me to be able to be victorious. It's not so that I can step further into my ego and get even more pissed. You know what I mean? Like, that's not what the purpose of it is. And Raziel is a perfect archangel to have, to be able to center and focus your energy and give you the clarity around what it is that you are being prepared for, what you're meant to do with this energy to change things in a way that lifts your spirits and fires you up and gets you ready for whatever's coming next. So you need to be open up your channel, align your energy, take a good look around. It's like, put the wands down for a minute if you need to. If you're not in a healthy energy with it, put the wands down and go like, I don't want to fight right now. Like, I'm exhausted. Let it be, and then allow yourself to reconnect and call him in. Very cool energy for you here. It feels like a shift Wednesday. The fighting is trying to show you something. The competition is trying to show you something. What you're judging yourself about is trying to give you information. And if you don't stop for a second, you're not going to be able to channel it in, essentially, to receive it. So yeah, take a moment, center yourself, and ask. And your intuition will guide you. It will be given, is how they're saying it. Ask and it will be given, right? So I hope that this serves you for today, group number 1. Very cool message for you. You're definitely being prepped for something. If you enjoyed this reading and you don't want to miss future readings, you know what to do. And I'll see you in the next Daily Double. Hello, group 2, and welcome to your Daily Double reading today. If you're listening to this, you've chosen the second card combo here for your Archangel message. We're going to see who you're working with, and I'm like saying add it to the beginning of the week too. This is just meant for more support, light beings. Oh, that's right. We got a peek at this. Raphael and Communion. This card has popped up before, I think, when we used this deck too. This is a healing card, okay, and being able to bring things together, right? Communion energy, gather. You can see even the depiction is a large gathering of people. Okay, so Raphael is the healing angel, which is nice. You can see the green energy. If there's anything that you're wanting to heal that has to do with other people, he is definitely supportive when it comes to that. They're asking me to flip this. Huh. Okay. You have to give him permission. So you really need to call him in if you pick this group. Like, call him in and ask him for the aid, ask him for the healing, ask him for the help. And he can heal anything, right? It's like your mindset, your rooted belief system, your emotions, your energy, your cut. Okay, let's see what we have connected. They're asking me to look. Four of Swords. Okay. This is actually a very common guidance that they'll have me give when it comes to Raph. Look at how beautiful this looks. Okay, Four of Swords. This is a peaceful stability, mental energy. So Raph is helping to heal your mind. I'll say that right away. Whatever it is that you're worrying about, or if you've been stressing about something, if things have been jumbled up in your head. Okay, number 1, he's helping to help you transition your thoughts is what I'll say. Think about it in a more serene or peaceful way, like calm your mind, right? The other thing that's coming is you need to pay attention to your dreams, because a Four of Swords energy always points to insights through or around your sleeping state. right? When you're not in your full conscious waking state. If you're looking to have insight coming in from him, let's say to heal something, like you're like, okay, which supplements should I take, Raf? Call in your health guide as well is what I would say, or which doctor should I go to see? Which practitioner should I invest in? What is my next mindset class? What's the best affirmation to help me heal, et cetera, et cetera? You might ask that question in your waking state and get the answer just as you're falling asleep or in your dreams or just as you're waking up in the morning. So this is a good time for you, group number 2, to sleep with something by your bed, like a notepad. Okay, and a pen, obviously, because that's so annoying. I've done that like multiple times, more times than I'd like to admit. There's a notepad there, but where's the pen? And it is dark, and then I have to put in my phone. It lights up the phone. It's annoying, right? So make sure you have the pen too, so that anything that comes through around your sleeping state, or just as you're kind of crossing the threshold from that unconscious, subconscious energy into your conscious energy again, if you're getting insights, they matter. He's going to be working with this sort of in-between state. The other thing is that you need to get some good rest, and the common guidance that comes in with Raf, they're giving to you, which is I recommend calling him in before bed, right? So this is like, rest your mind on it. If you're worrying about something throughout the day or have something that's bothering you, before you go to sleep, you want to call him in and picture the emerald green light or whatever it is that comes to you working for you while your cells are rejuvenating during the night anyway. So it's working and healing through your sleeping state while you sleep. So it's a good idea to call him in right before bed. And again, I'm going to just say that this is open to whatever it is that you would like to heal. The only other message that's coming through for you, group number 2 today, is I feel there's probably, with this communion energy, it feels that there's more than just Raf communing, right? Like you probably have a team and he's part of the team. So he's like, did you see how the card flipped over? And they're like, it's that one showing, like facing you, right? Face up. It's like he needs you to know that he's a part of this larger group that has communed perhaps to heal something, right? Or to set you back up so you feel rested or so you can have peace of mind again. So I wouldn't just, call Raf in and call it a day. I feel like there are other guides that are helping you. And sometimes that happens when we're dealing with a certain particular situation in any area of life. They'll form a team, right? And so there are particular guides in that area that are helping you. And I feel like he's part of that. So they've communed together for this. So I would also ask about that if I were you, group number 2, just so that you can get familiar with who's helping and supporting you and guiding you in this particular healing journey, or what it is that you're working on, or what it is that you've been worried about, or you're trying to solve, etc. So I hope that this serves you for the day. If you enjoyed this reading and you don't want to miss my future readings, you know what to do. And I'll see you in the next Daily Double. Welcome to your Daily Double reading. Today we will be using the Sacred Self-Care Oracle along with the Prosperity Elephant playing cards to get you 2 card combos to choose from for your message. And I just can't get over it. I just want to say this. If you watch these all the time, generally speaking, or kind of going day to day, the cards have a group, maybe the colors, etc. And the couplings I always listen for, of course, etc. Sometimes they'll have me pull blah, blah, blah as I'm prepping. They really just kind of blinded me, which sometimes happens. And so I just, go with it, right? I'm just being led, whatever they're doing. And I don't realize what they're doing this week for us. There's some energy that we're shifting through. And I think it's astrological. Like if you're an astrologer, you know about that. You'll probably see stuff going on because it feels connected to that. But they just have set up our week in a very beautiful linear way to provide us with the guidance that we need, right? Like the first Monday just felt pretty deep and a bit heavy, almost pinpointing whatever it is that we were needing to know about what we were working on, let's say. And then double angels in a row, like consciously, when I'm more conscious doing it, like this is what I'm saying, they kind of, how do you say that, Spirit? What'd you do? Like, what would you call what you did? It's like putting you in an ethereal energy where you're there and you're present, but you're sort of just being led. And sometimes that happens. That's what they did, specifically for this week, for sure. I mean, next week I'll see what happens, but specifically for this week. And they've led us now down this path where, because I'm looking at the cards for today and tomorrow, which you don't know yet, but stay tuned. The Sacred Self-Care Oracle, they're giving us a practice now. So they set us up. They kind of, helped us understand, right? Like consciousness. Then they're giving us support for 2 days, which is just so strange. I would never put like 2 angel cards consciously in a row. And now they're giving us the practice with the prosperity elephant. Elephants are like unity, protection. They're nurturing energy. They really help to remove obstacles from your path, right? They're connected to abundance. I mean, it's literally called the prosperity elephant. So tune into your intuition to see what kind of practice, self-care message or practice is going to come up for you today. And perhaps, a prosperity message along with it. We shall see what pops here. We shall see. But I'm just saying, like, if you ever felt like, I just don't even know how this happened or what, I don't remember doing it, but it's working out. So, that spirit. And it even happens to people who do this for a living. Okay, card combo number 1 or card combo number 2. I'm just kidding. Oh, goodness, it's just so funny sometimes. Spirit always never fails to amaze me. Once you've made your card combo selection, your intuitive selection, you can head down to the description under the Thursday timestamps. Click the timestamp next to the card combo you've chosen, and I'll see you in your daily double reading. Hello, Group 1, and welcome to your daily double reading today. If you're listening to this, you've chosen the first card combo here. And as I said in the open, if you missed it, I feel like Spirit has set us up, and we're now at the day on Thursday where we're looking into sacred self-care and perhaps a practice or a message, something that you can do that you need to know in order to create prosperity, abundance, perhaps relieve obstacles in your life, etc. Ooh, sweet treat card for you. I love this. Oh, her eyes are closed. She's in delight. That's the word they're showing in neon letters, delight. 50, sweet treat. But the 5 energy is a change. So to have the 50 there, it's like, please allow yourself to indulge or enjoy. This is a great card. If you chose this group, their Spirit's basically saying you've been through a bunch, or it's time for you to take a moment to have a treat. Now, of course, it doesn't need to be literal food, let's say, if like it doesn't have like, oh, eat something sweet. But just the reference to something that feels sweet to you. This is giving yourself a break, giving yourself a gift. That's nice. Let's see what's connected. Wow, yes, this is spending money on yourself. King of Diamonds, King of Pentacles. Wow. Okay, group number 1. This is an easy one for me today. Your practice or what they're asking for you to do. If not today, then like to start planning, thinking about it. What is it? How can you treat yourself? Okay, and it definitely is treating yourself on the physical plane in some way, shape, or form. If it's something where you're going to be affecting your energy or your mindset or something that's not material, something that's not physical, Like you're not literally eating a cake or buying a thing or like booking a trip or whatever, right? You know what I mean? It's having date night where you're going out and spending actual money to do something, or going somewhere where you're actually physically doing something. If it's not physical, but it pertains to something that has to do with, you know, something that is intangible, like you want to take a class and you've been really wanting to sign up for it, that's going to help shift your energy. Or you're like, you want to learn how to do Reiki, or you know what I mean? You want to learn something, but it's not, you're working with a modality that isn't physical. It's safe for you to invest in this, is what this is saying. Really, they just want you to treat yourself. They want you to realize that it is time, that it feels like we've been through a bunch this week and we've needed a lot of support, and it's, you know, I mean, it's been happening, and now it's time to actually give to yourself. And this isn't waiting for somebody else to provide you with a treat. She baked these herself. She took the time. Part of the sweet treat energy that's coming from this, especially with the King of Pentacles, who is the master of the suit and is not afraid to work hard and then indulge and enjoy, right? That's the beautiful balance of the King of Pentacles. He makes the money, he spends the money. He doesn't overspend. He's very balanced and like strategic, a very good businessman. But he doesn't not spend it. He's not saving it and hoarding it and never having fun and being like super crazy frugal and, you know, etc. He wants to enjoy his life. So part of the treat in and of itself was doing the work. So, you know, baking it, making sure it tastes perfectly, taking her time with it. If you're researching something, taking your time to research it, making sure your intuition is checking off and it feels just right before you invest in it. And of course, then she gets to relax and enjoy. And I'm going to guess maybe she's not going to shove all of these in her face today, right? So maybe she's going to be like, oh, 1.5, or maybe I'll eat one and another one. But then she's going to have a treat for tomorrow, or a treat to share with someone else. This just feels like it's time to give to yourself, and it's okay to invest in yourself, and it beyond okay. They need you to do it. They want you to do it. That is your guidance for today. So I hope that this serves you, group number 1. If you enjoyed this reading and you don't want to miss future readings, you know what to do. I hope you enjoy your treat, and I'll see you in the next Daily Double. Hello, Group 2, and welcome to your Daily Double reading today. If you're listening to this, you've chosen the second card combo here for your message. And as I was saying in the open, if you missed it, this is the day. We've reached the day. We've been supported. We've been shown what we're processing. It just has felt a bit heavy and hard a little bit, okay? And like we've needed some support. And today is the day where we're getting a practice given to us that can align us with prosperity or help us to shift where we feel more abundant, etc., moving forward. So let's see what we have here first for you. Connect with the Earth, 13-4. This is the Death card energy, the 13, and 4 is very stabilizing. So this feels like you are meant to go out and take some time in nature, of course. That's what they're telling you. Reground yourself and breathe. It like realigns her spirit and makes her feel, they just said, like you can take on the world. Okay, let's see what's connected. A Jack of Spades. So there aren't any, there aren't pages and knights in a playing cards deck. So this is both. Spades to me is swords. So this is a page and a knight of swords as you connect with the earth. So something's going on where you're going to understand something, listen, that clarity that you've been looking for, that understanding, that plan that you're looking to have solutions for and answers for, the setup that you need, the insight that you need, okay? This is where you're going to get it. They're giving you the answer to get the answer. They're giving you the path to the answer, literally. So if you've been like questioning something, wondering about something, if you're starting something new, because a page energy into a knight is like, I'm not sure, or I want some more information on this, and I'm open to doing the research, and I'm open to listening and getting the information. And I know that this is something new that I'm embarking upon, and I want to be kind of curious about it. And then once I have the information and I know what it is that I'm doing, then I will, move forward and take action, take inspired, intuitive action on that line and that trajectory and with that plan in mind and with that strategy, because I have the insight and the clarity now, because I have the information I need. So if you've been lacking or missing that, they're telling you directly that if you go into nature and you reground yourself, connect with the earth, it stabilizes you and helps through the transition to give you the answer, solution, or insight that you've been missing. That's what's going to allow you to move forward from here with clarity. Beautiful message. I hope you will take some time in nature for today, or, if you don't have time today, then just keep it in mind. If you're boggled or you feel like I can't seem to quite understand this, keep asking for the help, because this energy tells me that you're going to receive it. You just got to be this open channel, which sometimes isn't the easiest thing. We have things to do, stuff cluttering up our head and our energy and our mind, and somebody needs you, and all of that. But this is a self-care deck, sacred self-care. So if you really are looking for the solution and the way forward, go and connect with the earth in some way, shape, or form. So that's what I have for you today, group number 2. If you enjoyed this reading and you don't want to miss my future readings, you know what to do. I hope you will go and find your connection with the earth and you receive the clarity you need. And I will see you in the next Daily Double. Welcome to your Daily Double reading. Today we will be using the Soul Lessons and Soul Purpose Oracle cards, along with the Life is Like a Board Game Tarot, to get you 2 card combos to choose from for your message. And once again, I just cannot believe Spirit and how they've set this week up for us. Life is like a board game. I mean, that's just hilarious that they're using this deck in this spot with the soul lessons and soul purpose. So we're coming to the spot, the Friday energy, where we're going to get some insight around what it is that we're learning, today in this Daily Double, and how it's connected to our game of life, right? So take a moment to tune into your intuition. I'm going to shuffle this up. Ask your intuition, ask your team, which of these 2 card combos has the message or the understanding that I need. Okay, and we'll add the tarot. On them both. Okay, let me set these. Okay, card combo number 1 or card combo number 2. Once you've made your selection, you can head down to the description under the Friday pull and click on the timestamp next to the card combo that you've chosen, and I'll see you in your Daily Double reading. Hello, Group 1, and welcome to your Daily Double reading today. If you're listening to this, you've chosen the first card combo here for your end of week message. We've made it to the point where it looks like we're going to have some guidance connected to a lesson that we may be learning right now in our game of life. Very interesting energy from Spirit this week. Very fun. Okay, let's see what we have here for you. Oh, correct your mistakes. Interesting. There's fire, happening here under a fish bowl, and he's putting the fire out. 37-1, that's a 37-10-1. So that's like endings and beginnings. Correct your mistakes. This card is, of course, about taking responsibility, right? For what it is that you have chosen that maybe you wouldn't choose now, or things that you have done, said, etc., that you know now consciously doesn't work. You may also be learning the bigger lesson of it's okay to make mistakes, right? Like it's okay to make mistakes. In fact, it's necessary when we're playing the Life is Like a Board Game of life energy that's coming with this coupling today. It's all right to make mistakes. In fact, it is necessary. If you don't make any mistakes and you're perfect, you're not real. Like that's not what human life is about. So making the mistakes, owning the mistakes, honoring the mistakes, actually having some respect for the mistakes that you've made. Spirit's like, you have some sassy energy connected to this channeling today. There's a sass that's going on in spirit. Like, stop trying to be perfect. If you made a mistake, you can correct it. You can apologize. You may have spoken too quickly, said something that you really didn't mean. Maybe you made a decision and you thought it was good. You were doing the best that you could, and it just turned out to be a real bummer, a real failure, a real disappointment. That's all right, is what they're saying. We need you to own your mistakes. And maybe that is the lesson that you've been kind of having to get comfortable with, and that can be uncomfortable, Nobody wants to make mistakes. Nobody wants to feel like a failure. Nobody wants to disappoint themselves or others. We've got sirens there. And if that's what's gone on with you, then allow yourself to be humble. Yeah, be humble in that line. It doesn't even have to be a mistake involving other people. It could be like just the way that you speak to yourself sometimes, being nice and correcting it immediately, taking a really good look at where it is that you're misstepping and being okay to misstep. It's so much stress if you're trying to be like perfect because you're like afraid of something happening. And if that's what you're trying to heal right now, Spirit is giving you full permission to go like, it was me, like to raise your hand. My bad. Like, I'm so sorry. Depending on the mistake, of course, you rectify it, you correct it in a way that is appropriate. Yes. And channeled, intuitive. Let's see what's connected here for you. Wow, the Death card. Okay. Love this. Yeah, it's over. I think anything that you've been holding on to that's, you did wrong or you feel like makes you this horrible person or like, I can't believe I did that. I can't believe I chose that. I can't believe I said that. Again, with a certain situation, whatever it may be. Big or small, they're saying. There is a way they just use the word repent, which I would never use, but there's a way to put it to bed, essentially. The Death card is about a transition being over. You're getting a 37-10-1, which is like concluding and beginning at the same time, and the Death card, which is indicative of a transition. And we have a tombstone here. This is like a gravestone, right? Something is over. Something is dead. Something is dying. It needs to go. You don't have to carry the kind of, again, it's like a judgment perfectionism feeling that I'm getting of like you have to make excuses or just you don't want to own it. You don't want to be the one responsible. And that could be because of like your past experience. But the way out is to correct this. This seems to be a lesson that is in full transition and needs to end. And you'll be free. This will, yes, it's like a rebirth, right? At the same time as the death. So this is going to help you be reborn. This is a 13-4. And I connected it to a death card yesterday. So if you pulled that group, then this is something that you need to really look at. And like I said, my God, failure is a part of the game of life, as is death. And sometimes death doesn't mean death, like end of your life death. It's like, oh no, like we all make mistakes. I need to just release this for myself so that I can move forward and grow from the mistake or grow from the failure or realize like, making a mistake isn't oh my gosh, they're saying it as making a mistake isn't like a brand on your soul. Like it doesn't brand you that way. The way that you can get branded like that, which this is a weird analogy, but what have you, is when you don't correct your mistakes. When you just kind of live in that space, like a know-it-all, egotistical space, you end up, having a review, and you're going to see all that anyway when you cross. So it's like, let that stuff kind of die out. It's run its course. Everybody makes mistakes. Own it. Be humble in it. Apologize if you need to. Yeah, they're just like, be a good person. Do your best to be a good person and make all the mistakes that you need to make to grow and evolve. There's nothing wrong with it. It actually transitions you into like this feeling of a whole being, right? Which that whole being energy, us feeling whole or feeling good in your own skin, authentic, feeling like you can be in the world as yourself, whatever that is, that's not going to stay the same. It's going to change because you change. The whole point is evolution. So yeah, whatever's going on, if you need to correct something, get on it. They're saying it's like a sassy energy saying, get on it. It needs to transition. We're closing out the week and this is over. We want this to be over now. Allow yourself to be free. So I hope that this serves you for the day and moving forward, group number 1. If you enjoyed this reading and you don't want to miss my future readings, please make sure you've liked the video. Leave me a comment down below if this is resonating with you. Please share it with others if you know someone who would enjoy choosing their combos as well. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel, and I will see you in the next Daily Double. Hello, Group 2, and welcome to your Daily Double reading. If you're listening to this, you have chosen the second card combo for the close of the week. And as I was saying, we've kind of been on a journey through this week very clearly. And we're at the point now where we're looking at soul lesson, soul purpose energy. So this may be connected to a lesson on your journey that you're learning right now or meant to be learning or looking at or becoming conscious of. So let's see what we have for you. Ooh, ask with sincerity. Interesting. A 17-8. Yeah. This obviously has multiple meanings. Okay, well, the first thing that's coming through is okay, the first thing they're talking about is how you converse with your divinity, like your team, your spirit team. If you're one of those people who are just asking but not listening, if you're only asking when you need something, if you're only acknowledging your team when you're in trouble, when you're having a bad day, that's fine. It's not like that's not okay, but I just feel that there's an energy here that's wanting you to be more part of the conversation on a regular basis, right? So, being very clear about your intention, not please help me, spirit, all the time. Okay? That's kind of the feeling I'm getting. It's like every time you don't think about it other than when you need something, And the whole point of having a spirit team is that there is a reciprocation. There's a reciprocal energy. So you speak and they listen, then they speak and you listen to simplify it. So I think that there's some intentional energy that needs to happen as far as you communicating with your team. The other part of this is here on the physical plane, you may be asking is how Spirit's putting it, which we'll pick that apart. I mean, assuming someone's going to do something either without you even asking or like you're assuming the answer before you ask, and then you ask, and then like if someone says no to you or if someone says yes in a position where you think they're going to say no, it ruffles your feathers or it makes you upset or yeah, it has a sense, it's this feeling of controlling the narrative or controlling someone else's decisions. Okay. And then thirdly, goodness, if you need help with something or you have a big like goal or dream, so help with the goal or dream or help in the day-to-day to make something work, asking from a place of your heart center. Yeah, it feels like, again, there's a humble energy that is happening today for both groups. Like being humble and going like, it's okay for me to ask for help from people and it's okay for me to receive. And so like the assumptions are tossed aside. It's like gratitude and appreciation is happening all the time. And so when you ask for help, or when you ask spirit for something, or when you ask someone something, you're doing it sincerely and from the heart. You're not making assumptions, judgments, holding on or carrying on resentments, etc. Interesting. This is like we need to check in here. I want to see what's connected to this now. Ooh, okay, yes. And I love the coloring too, the combo of the coloring. Happily fulfilled place and the 10 of Cups. How nice. So the 10 of Cups is literally the like abundance of love, everyone's cup and heart being filled. Okay, happy family, happily ever after. Literally fulfillment. This could be in your family, in your work, whoever you're around. It could be in your own heart center, in your own like being, right? Everything is happy and fulfilled. Your heart is overflowing. Your mind is at peace. Your body feels good and grounded and connected. Your energy is clear. You know, that's the feeling of a 10 of Cups. A very fortunate, powerful, loving card. It's an abundant card, and it's all to do with like your heart center and emotions. People, their hearts overflowing, right? Everybody being very happy and joyful. If that's not what's going on in your life, that's where you're going to want to ask and take a look at this differently. No assumptions, no judgments, that kind of thing, connection, etc. And also I think that this coupling is just your team saying like, we are on your team too. Like, we're all working together. We want you to have this happily ever after. We want you to have this dream come true. We want you to have these great relationships. We want you to experience joy and love and abundance, all of it. We're working with you. Could you work with us too now, please? You know, like, it's like, let's be a team. Let's come together. And that feels like in every area, including with your spirit team, but in every area of your life. So if you've been in a push-pull energy, grumpy, you know, et cetera, if you're in that kind of thing, being annoyed, frustrated, how can you come back to your heart center in a way that serves, so that you can, first of all, understand and own what it is that you truly want or need, because we're talking about emotions here and an overflowing of an abundance of love and emotion, positive, joyful energy, happy energy. What's going to make you happy? What feels good to you, right? That may mean shifting the way that you communicate with others, right? Because asking is all about communication. So there may be some listening that needs to be done. You may need to ask different questions, this kind of thing from the heart, so that you can better understand what's happening. This to me feels like everyone is communing and coming together to create this happy, so it is available for you, group 2. And wherever it is that you're not experiencing that in your life, the lesson that you're trying to learn to bring in and to really feel that abundance and that happy is to ask from your heart and receive, listen, right? Allow, open up, so that you're actually able to go, oh, okay, well, how about if I ask this? Or how about if I ask this of you? Or do you have anything you're asking of me? It just feels like there hasn't been the reciprocity happening. The balanced energy, the back and forth has been maybe a bit unbalanced. And now Spirit is really just aiding you in creating that happily ever after by telling you, let's start asking within first, and then bring that out into the world, into our relationships, into our communication with you. And I think it creates this overflowing abundance of love and happily ever after for you. Very nice energy. Very nice. So I hope that this serves you for the day. And to close out this week, group number 2, if you enjoyed this reading and you don't want to miss my future readings, please make sure you've liked the video. Leave me a comment down below if your happily ever after is what you're after, if this is resonating with you. Make sure you share this video with your friends and your family and the people around you who also would like to pull their daily doubles and get their guidance Monday through Friday. And please make sure you're subscribed to the channel for me. And I will see you in your next daily double.